Okay, let's continue. This is like kind of like becoming like a book club. We have like a book club going on demand, on command. Let's go. We'll start with 11 and then we'll go just down. So the cow, Bakara 11. Yes, I am starting from the beginning because I feel like I just kind of fell off and I want to start and with more information. I still have the whole book to go, but we're going to take it time after time. So whatever, let's do it. So let's go with 11. When they are told, do not spread corruption in the land, they reply, we are only peacemakers. Indeed, it is they who are the corrupters, but they fail to perceive it. So there's a perception conversation that's happening here. This is like a hint to like my thinking. And when they were told, believe as the others believe, they reply, will we believe as the fools believe? Indeed, it is they who are the fools, but they do not know. When they meet believers, they say, we believe. But when alone with their evil associates, they say, we are definitely with you. We were only mocking. God will throw their mockery back at them, leaving them to continue wandering blindly into their defiance. Blindly. That's my fault. That's my fault. You have to mock yourself a little bit, you know. I wish I could get it all in like one thing, but like I did my best, and like that's what's important. So anybody who like wants to make videos and stuff like that and is nervous what people think, just do your best. Anything you can do in this world, you just do your best. So when they are told, do not spread corruption in the land, they reply, we are only peacemakers. Now look at the world. Look at the world right now. The world makes it seem like the Muslims are the evil ones and they are the good ones. So imagine they go into Iraq and they murder like 1 million people. They displace millions of people. They destroy an entire nation. But the Iraqis are the evil ones. How does that work? And then they go into Afghanistan and they murder and they kill a bunch of Afghanis that we'll never actually know. We'll actually never know the death count. You know, I spent a lot of time in South America, and a lot of people that I spent time with were like actually US soldiers, US Marines. And I'll tell you something, like all of them are mad at their country because they all feel like they got tricked. And I would agree, they definitely did get tricked. Now, I don't really want to get too geopolitical. Maybe I will like later on in my life, but like right now, but it is fascinating that like the people who are attacking, the people who are doing the most evil are always saying, we are only peacemakers. And then you can see what's happening in that other country. I don't want to say it because I could get in trouble here. I have no idea what's being banned, what's being shadow banned. So I'll stay away from that point. But you could see those people are literally saying we are only peacemakers while they destroy houses. And how many people do you have to not be there? We'll just use that euphemism for you to say like, we're actually not peacemakers. We're actually pretending that we're peacemakers. We're just like taking people's houses. We're just like doing like the most horrific demonic things that I've ever seen in like witnessing in like human presence, you know, in human history, in human thought process right now. This is the most like demonic things that we've ever seen. And the people that are doing the most demonic things are saying, we are only peacemakers. What does this show you? Like from this, like I'm just on 11 right now. What does this show you? Well, what it shows me is that the Quran seems to be timeless. What it shows to me is the reason why it's timeless because it speaks to human nature. The people who do evil are usually the ones that are going to accuse you of doing evil. Have you ever met, like, I've heard a quote somewhere, I don't know where it's from, but it's like, the road to hell is paved with good intentions. And it's not like the civilians, the people there, think that they're doing wrong. They literally think that we're peacemakers. We just have to destroy this group of people. We just have to destroy this group of people. We just have to destroy this group of people. And then once this group of people is destroyed, then we can be at peace. So you're making peace, you see? They are peacemakers. They are attacking people because they are peacemakers. When they are told, do not spread corruption in the land, they reply, we are only peacemakers. Indeed, it is they who are the corruptors, but they fail to perceive it. So if you ever talk to any of these people, I don't want to say who they are. If you ever talk to any of these people, well, their argument is like, we're the peacemakers, actually. We're the ones that are doing justice. We're doing justice by going into the homes, and we're doing justice by like destroying the hospitals, and we're doing justice by destroying the schools, and that's on the road to peace. Have they ever thought for a moment that they are creating more? I think that we're at a race to the bottom. I think that the more you destroy civilians, the more civilians become radicalized. Obviously, it has nothing to do with religion, and it has everything to do with individuals being radicalized when they don't have fathers anymore. You notice how careful I'm being with my speech. When they don't have fathers anymore, when they don't have mothers anymore, when their children are not there anymore. And you think, like, why did this person become radical? Like, bro, do you need, like, what do you think? Like, have you thought about human nature? Have you thought about it? But they were only the peacemakers. Were they the peacemakers when they invaded Iraq? Or what about when they invaded Vietnam? Were they peacemakers then? Were they peacemakers when they went to Iraq? Are they peacemakers ever? Like, what? Like, where's the peace? Because if they're peacemakers, you're really not that good at making peace. Maybe you should, like, find another career, I don't know. When they're told, I think that's good enough for this video, to be honest. Like, I think that's like the main function of that video. I don't want to continue, actually. I'll do 13 or something in the next video. They're really. You say that you're peacemakers, but, like, when have you created peace? When have you done it? Just because you oppress a group of people, just because you stomp on someone's head and they can't move, doesn't mean you've created peace. You've just stomped on someone's head. You've created so much violence that you've oppressed the people. And you're just because I hold you down doesn't mean I made peace. It just means that I held you down. Because on the outside, maybe there's peace. If you put a gun to my head and you say, don't move. Yeah, like, I can't attack you when a gun's to my head. But, like, think about the war that you've created inside my own heart. They're not peacemakers. The people who say they're peacemakers are never peacemakers. The only peace that you can have is the peace within your heart. And the only thing that you can do to create peace within your heart is to not harm others. You can't have peace. You can't have peace when you hurt others. It's impossible. Every action has an opposite and equal reaction. It's very simple. You cannot create peace with war. You can't. You'll just create more war. So I attack you, and equal reaction. Boom. You attack me, and I attack you, and you attack me, and I attack you, and you attack me. And we're at a race to the bottom. But then who am I to say, like, forgive your enemies? Like, who am I to say that? I'm not there. I'm not in these places. I'm warm. I have food. Maybe, like, I don't know, for the rest of this video, I wonder if this video will even like hit anything. I bet you this video's gonna get like 10 views. But whatever. I mean, speaking out to corruption is probably, like, the most important thing to do. And we know. And the reality is that, like, nobody actually wants to do evil. Except for, like, maybe the few politicians that actually do evil. But if you speak to the civilians, it's not like they want to do evil. They literally view, there's a perception issue here. There's a perception issue here, because what we do as humans is we, like, dehumanize the other group and go, no, those guys are evil. No, those guys are evil. No, those guys are evil. But if we all stopped for a second, stop, and everybody went to school together, and everyone's like 4. See, I'm fortunate because I went to school, like, literally I went to school with, like, all races and all people. And I find love with all people. And then people get older and they get, like, weird, and they become tribalistic. And we see each other as others. But we're not others. We're literally the same thing. Like, I don't know how to explain it in 40 seconds. We're the same thing. We're, like, literally the same thing. We're human consciousness. God says that he's created you with one human soul. From one human soul you were created. You were the exact thing as the other person, with just different perceptions, different experiences, and different epigenetics, which allows you to perceive that experience in a different way. Thanks for listening, guys. Okay, appreciate it.